Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Ben.
Hey,
Hey,
Brian.
Brian.
Brian. Good evening, everybody. Whoops, hold on.
Uh-oh, got echo.
I got echo.
Hey, and I even got fluid in my ears. Hey, Lori.
Hey,
I
Lori.
know, right? I just looked at my phone. I was like, hey, I got a notification. And I was just
It's
fixing to talk bad about YouTube. Sorry.
it's a it's a miracle.
I got a notification.
Hey, before we get started today, everybody, I just wanted to pass along a
Hey, Violet.
couple of things of note.
Everybody's rolling in,
Today
John.
today is the 6-month anniversary of Charlie Kirk's passing,
Yes.
and it is also my mother's birthday. Cheryl Durian, who would have been 79 years old today.
Oh,
We lost
wow.
her in 2007 to pancreatic cancer. So
Well, happy heavenly
if
birthday.
you're listening in heaven, Mama, I love you.
Happy
Happy
heavenly
birthday.
birthday to John's mom and happy heaven angelversary to Charlie.
Yeah.
I know his kids and wife miss him, and I think we all do.
Yep. And I also wanted to send a shout out to anybody who's in the path of all these storms that are coming tonight. I know Chicago's getting hit right now. Detroit, where I am, will not be long. Probably
Teresa,
2 a.m. I think we're going to start getting hit. So everybody be safe, please.
we got some. I don't know if I told you the other day when Texas got it. Hey, Mish.
Hey, Mish. I'm glad Mish is here because this one is kind of for her. So,
Well, the ones that we got, like I'm gonna say, what is it, a week ago or 2 weeks ago? My
mhm.
time is almost up. 6 trees went down at work and
Oh,
hit the
wow.
shop, the shed. Oh, we got a mess. We had one tree come down here, but it went across the road, so it didn't hit us. But yeah, tornado hit down at work and went. If somebody would have been doing laundry, they wouldn't be here anymore. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, Susie, I don't know how it was.
Hey, Lucy.
Lucy, I don't know how it was out Mish's way, but I know where Susie lives in Oklahoma a couple nights ago was really, really bad too. She was really getting scared. The house was shaking pretty good. So,
I was watching Artie, and he's a content creator, and he said if I disappear, just know I'm. He lives in Oklahoma. He was just like, if I disappear, just know I'm going to the shelter.
right.
Hey, Tiff.
Hey, Tiff.
Hey,
Hi, Violet.
Teresa.
And Teresa. Hello. Caught a little
Yes.
bit of her live earlier today. Good stuff. So tonight, you guys, we're going to be talking about, and we're doing this a little bit out of sequence, and we apologize for that. But this kind of came across Keela's feed the other day, and she was very excited because this is going to help some people. This is going to help some of our empath friends. And once I start going through it, I think you're going to know who you are. Mish, I'm glad you're here because this is one of those that's for people like you, for empaths like you. So hopefully we get some good stuff out of it.
Yeah, when I come across it, I told John, I said, I know that it is out of sync with our series on empaths because
Yeah.
we haven't touched on a lot of, the different types of empaths and things like that. But this has a lot of tools that,
Mhm.
even though it's out of sequence, it's pretty much almost like the end. Not quite, but almost there. And
Yeah.
I thought
Probably
I
one
thought that
step from there.
this if we could take this, the tools that are here, and when we start back into the different other types of empaths, you'll definitely be able to use these tools.
Mhm. And a lot of it is, also that we didn't want to just be talking about empaths and, we make it sound like it's this horrible burden, this horrible cross for people to bear. So we wanted to shed a little bit of, sunshine on it and say, look, it's
Yes.
not all gloom and doom being an empath.
Right.
If you have the right tools and you take care of yourself properly, you can turn that into a superpower. And that's what this show is about.
That's right. Superpower, everyone.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little beginner to just tell you what everything's going to be about and a quick disclaimer, and then we're going to jump right into it.
And I am going to be looking down. Let me move my phone over. My grandson is still in ICU. So,
Yes, and we're continuing to send prayers his way.
yeah, so I'm
Hopefully he's
debated, but he's not, his oxygen levels aren't coming up. No head trauma.
no
So,
head trauma. Oh, thank
no
God.
head trauma. No head trauma at all. It's just,
Thank God.
he's been extubated, but because his oxygen levels won't come up, because they said he's not moving around, well, he just got cut from can till can't and has 2 crushed legs and 2 crushed ankles. So what is he supposed to do?
Right, exactly.
God bless him.
Yes.
Well, Mish, I'm glad you've been praying because guess what? God's heard the prayers. No head trauma. That's the one thing that we can overcome anything, but with no head trauma, no brain trauma, nothing like that. Thank God a seatbelt. It worked.
News.
So yeah, so I apologize now. If I look down at my phones, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just, my daughter can only text me when she can.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get right into it. I'm gonna pop this up on screen here. I hope you guys aren't too bored by my reading, but
John,
I've heard I have a nice voice, so let's just
I think they love your voice.
All right, so we start out in a world that often mistakes sensitivity for weakness. There comes a stage when the empath no longer absorbs the chaos, but transcends it. When the empath becomes
Mish, hang on, John. I'm sorry for the interruption. Mish, you can hide in the bushes, but this one we did it especially for you.
Yes, this one's for you, kiddo. Okay, when the empath becomes unstoppable, explores the powerful psychological transformation that occurs when deep emotional awareness evolves into strength, clarity, and unshakable self-trust. Inspired by the trauma-informed insights and compassionate philosophy of Gabor Mate, this live dives into the hidden journey of the empath, from emotional exhaustion and people-pleasing to radical responsibility and inner sovereignty. Drawing from trauma research, attachment theory, and nervous system awareness, this content examines how unresolved wounds often create hypersensitivity and how healing those wounds transforms empathy into power. The final stage is not about becoming cold or detached, it's about integration. It is the moment when emotional intelligence is no longer a burden, but a boundary. When compassion no longer means self sacrifice. When the empath stops shrinking to make others comfortable and instead stands fully embodied, regulated, and self defined. This is the shift from survival mode to self leadership, from absorbing pain to understanding it, from seeking validation to becoming internally anchored. If you have ever felt overwhelmed by others' emotions, struggled with overgiving, or questioned why you feel everything so deeply, this exploration will resonate on a profound level. It reframes empathy not as a personality trait alone, but as a trauma shaped adaptation that, once healed, becomes a source of unstoppable strength. This content is designed for deep thinkers, highly sensitive individuals, and those committed to emotional growth. It challenges the narrative that empathy equals fragility and instead reveals the disciplined, self aware, and psychologically grounded version of the empath who can no longer be manipulated, drained, or silenced.
Thank you, Mish. I think we're preaching to the choir. She's already called us out, John.
Uh-huh. All right. So, quick disclaimer, this information is not a substitute for professional mental health care, diagnosis, or therapy. If you are struggling with mental health concerns, please seek guidance from a qualified professional.
Yes. Well, Mish, you ought to be up here, honey. No, I know that this is the end. Like it says, this is where, but like we said before, this is also where you get the tools.
Mm-hmm.
And when we go back into the different other types of empaths, just remember this.
Right.
And it definitely will make you look at things differently.
Exactly.
Yeah, this one's the superpower, and yes, Sophia empath. Oh my gosh, she's all right. So I am going to
Yes.
gonna read this. Yeah,
Is it big enough you can read it?
I can read it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. So there comes a moment when your kindness dies, not your heart, your weakness. You feel it before you understand it. A quiet shift, a tightening in your chest when someone starts unloading their chaos onto you again. A subtle exhaustion when the same patterns repeat, the same apologies, the same emotional debt. For years, you told yourself this was your gift. Your, is that it, John?
Yeah.
Okay. Your ability to feel deeply, to sense what others hide, to carry what others drop. But here's the uncomfortable truth: you aren't just feeling, you were absorbing. And absorption without limits is self destruction. You became the emotional sponge in every room, the stabilizer, the fixer, the one who understands. You translated other people's silence. You excused their behavior. You rationalized their neglect. You overextended yourself and called it compassion. But compassion without boundaries is not virtue, it's self abandonment. That's the first shock. So, does anybody have anything, any questions about that one?
Think about that. That's powerful.
It's very powerful.
Compassion without boundaries is not virtue. It's self-abandonment. Mm. All right, so
Definitely. And now we worked hard on these because that's the key, boundaries, right, Mish? Yeah.
mhm. The second part of you liked being the strong one, the needed one, the emotionally mature one. It gave you identity. It made you valuable. If people depended on you, they wouldn't leave you. If you solved their pain, you'd secure your place. That wasn't empathy. There was fear wearing empathy's mask. You feared being ordinary. You feared being ignored. You feared being alone with your own unmet needs. So you kept giving, even when your body was tired, even when your intuition whispered, "This is too much." Even when resentment quietly started building under your politeness, you smiled through disrespect. You tolerated emotional inconsistency. You carried conversations that should have died naturally. And each time you did, you chipped away at yourself. The breaking point isn't loud, it doesn't explode. It arrives as a clarity, a cold, undeniable awareness that your exhaustion is self inflicted. Not because you're weak, but because you refuse to protect yourself. That realization burns. You see how often you betrayed your own boundaries to avoid disappointing someone. How quickly you silenced your anger to maintain harmony. How often you said, "I understand," when what you meant was, "This hurts." And something inside you refuses to continue. This is where the final stage begins. Not when you
Yes.
stop.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
No, that's okay.
Sorry.
Not when
Yes,
you.
I was going to answer Teresa. Yes, Teresa's the
Yes,
information.
Gabor
Yes,
Mate. Yep.
Dr. Gabor Mate. Yes,
Yep.
yes,
Oh.
yes. And it wasn't documents. We had to put this. Well, John, I'm going to give him all the credit. He had to put this all together.
Yes. It was actually an AI generated thing, but I know this is actually from Dr. Mate's work.
Yes, it
So,
is from his work.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so where are we at?
so
I'm
how
sorry, y'all.
often,
I'm
how
done.
often you said, "I understand," when what you meant was, "This hurts," and something inside you refuses to continue. This is where the final stage begins.
Okay.
Not when you stop caring, but when you stop over caring. Not when you shut down emotionally, but when you stop letting your empathy operate without discipline. You finally admit a brutal truth. Not everyone deserves access to your depth. You stop romanticizing your suffering as proof of love. You stop glorifying emotional endurance as strength. You recognize that constantly being the bigger person is not growth. Sometimes it's avoidance, avoidance of confrontation, avoidance of rejection, avoidance of choosing yourself. The breaking point is the death of that avoidance. You decide your nervous system matters. Your time matters. Your emotional energy is not public property. And once that decision is made internally, even before anyone else sees it, you've crossed a line. You are no longer the empath who bleeds quietly. You are becoming something else, something controlled, something aware, something that cannot be drained the same way again. At this stage, something uncomfortable happens.
Okay, let's see who saves us. We save ourselves and those around us. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes. And Mish being the savior because nobody was there to save us. Think about that. Yeah.
Yep, big
Okay.
time.
So you stop needing to be understood. Ah, that right there is a pretty profound statement. For
Mhm.
most of your life, you survived on validation, not applause, not attention, just subtle approval, a nod. You're, you are such a good person. A reminder that your overgiving was seen. But you built, okay, Keela, you built your identity around being the safe one, the patient one, the emotionally intelligent one. And every time someone praised that version of you, it reinforced the cycle. But here's the brutal truth: if your peace depends on being seen as good, you are not free. You are performing, and performance is exhausting. The death of approval begins when you realize how much of your behavior was shaped by fear of being misunderstood. You explained yourself endlessly. You softened your tone. You adjusted your standards. You tolerated half effort because calling it out might make you difficult. You weren't maintaining harmony. You were maintaining perception. That ends here. Unstoppable empaths understand something most people never do. Needing everyone to understand you is a subtle form of control. You want to control how they see you. You want to control the narrative. You want to avoid being a villain in someone else's story. But here's the shocking realization: sometimes growth requires you to become the villain in someone else's version of events. And you survive it. You stop defending your boundaries to people committed to misunderstanding them. So that was a lot to take in at once. But
Mhm.
do y'all see the? I'm sure you do.
But think
But
about how many of us do that.
yeah,
We care so
this
much about what people think about us and being that person, you know? Does that sound familiar, Mish? Being that person that everybody relies on, that, you know, you're the go-to for so many people, and
and
it's all about fear.
let's see, Tiff says people don't like it when we set boundaries. Right. Self betrayal, when it becomes selfish to do so, and we still allow those who act that way to stay in our lives. Sometimes we just break because nobody can continue that pace forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, this, Teresa, I have spent so much time working on loving my empathic side and creating boundaries. Yes. Yes. Hey, Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal.
Yes, very true. I have spent a lot of time trying to, I've said it before, trying to separate, make those boundaries. Yes, separate
Mhm.
what's mine and what's not, what's mine to carry, what's not mine to carry. And
Right.
this is so true what we're talking about here, because think about it, guys, think about this. All the empaths, we don't want to be the villain.
No.
We don't want that.
Nope.
And when we can finally just stop worrying about that,
Mhm.
we survive,
Yep.
and it gives us our superpower
Not only survive, but thrive.
and thrive. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
You stop defending your boundaries to people committed to misunderstanding them. You stop writing emotional essays to explain why you're hurt. You stop negotiating your standards just to avoid tension, because tension is no longer your enemy. Self betrayal is another harsh truth. Some people preferred you exhausted. They liked they liked you when you were over available, when you answered instantly, when you absorbed their chaos without complaint, when you made space for them but never demanded the same in return. When you change that dynamic, they call you cold, distant, different. They're right. You are different. You're no longer operating from guilt. The death of approval means you accept that not everyone will clap for your evolution. Some will resist it. Some will test it. Some will try to provoke the old version of you back into existence. But you don't react. You observe. You notice how quickly people reveal themselves when access to your energy is limited. You see who respects your no. You see who only valued your yes. And instead of chasing, you detach. That's the shift. You're no longer trying to be chosen by everyone. You're choosing yourself, first silently, firmly, without apology. You don't need the room to agree with you. You don't need the relationship to validate you. You don't need constant reassurance that you're good because you finally understand something powerful. Your worth was never in your usefulness. And once you stop seeking approval to confirm your value, you become emotionally unhookable.
And that right there is so important for boundaries.
Mhm.
That's where the boundaries come in. And just to see that there are positives with being an empath. There are ways to stay an empath. It's not like you can get rid of it, but there
Right.
are ways to control it
Mhm.
and
And
stop letting it control you.
exactly.
Let's see. That's when the empath becomes unstoppable. This is where most people misunderstand you. They think you've changed because you don't react the same way anymore. They think you've hardened because you're no longer instantly available. They think you've lost your softness because you no longer bleed for everyone. They're wrong. You didn't lose your depth. You gained control over it. Before, every emotion in the room felt like your responsibility. If someone was uncomfortable, you felt it. Yeah. If someone was distant, you analyzed it. If someone was in pain, you carried it. You confused emotional awareness with emotional obligation. That confusion drained you for years. Here's the hard truth: just because you can feel something doesn't mean you are required to fix it. I'm going to say that again.
Yeah.
Just because you can feel something doesn't mean you are required to fix it. Your nervous system is not public property. Your empathy is not a community resource. You are not an emotional emergency service for people who refuse to grow. The unstoppable stage begins when you separate compassion from responsibility. You can understand someone without excusing them. You can love someone without tolerating their chaos. You can care without collapsing. That's emotional maturity. And here's another uncomfortable realization: some of the intensity you called connection was actually trauma recognition. Recognition. You bonded over wounds, over shared pain, over emotional volatility. Okay, John.
Volatility.
Thank you. Go ahead.
It felt deep because it was dramatic. It felt meaningful because it was consuming. But depth without stability is not intimacy, it's addiction.
Whew,
Not,
powerful,
wow. I mean,
powerful,
think about
powerful.
that. Depth
Think about
without
that one.
stability is not intimacy, it's addiction. Now you don't chase intensity, You look for consistency. You don't romanticize emotional roller coasters. You value calm. That shift changes everything. You stop overanalyzing delayed replies. You stop personalizing other people's moods. You stop assuming silence equals rejection. Why? Because you're no longer outsourcing your sense of safety. The old version of you needed reassurance to feel secure. The new version builds security internally. You trust your perception. If something feels off, you don't gaslight yourself. If someone crosses a boundary, you don't debate it for weeks in your head, quietly, decisively. Emotional detachment at this stage is not numbness, it's filtration.
Be
You
the
choose what
filter.
enters your system.
Be the filter. Yes.
You choose who gets access to your vulnerability. You choose which conversations deserve your energy. And you no longer feel guilty for that choice. That's the key difference. Before, boundaries came with anxiety. Now they come with clarity. You realize that protecting your peace doesn't make you selfish, it makes you stable. And stability is what allows your empathy to become powerful instead of destructive. You still feel deeply, but now you feel on purpose. You're no longer drowning in everyone else's emotions. You're standing in your own. This is the stage where everything flips. For most of your life, your empathy controlled you. Now you control it. Before you reacted
So,
instantly.
oh, I'm sorry, John.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
I was reading. Can you scroll up a little bit?
On
Mish
what we
had.
were reading?
Oh no, oh Mish.
Oh, which one?
Uh,
This one?
here's one. Here's one for you. I can't hardly see now. This. I'm sorry. My
Says,
glasses
here's
are.
one for you, though. I see solutions for them. I can see outside their lenses. How vain. Who the do you think I am when I can't ever see my own solutions? And then there was another one here. Fiona says, I've learned not to waste my energy on those who aren't willing to do a minor step to change themselves or their situation. Yeah, that's
Okay. For you.
a lot of what we're talking about.
Amen. Amen. And
Hmm.
amen. That is where you have definitely gotten it, because that is the problem. When we stop allowing others who refuse to change their situation, or at least to try, which, the word try, I mean, even a try to change their situation, but they keep dumping and making you feel like you have to own it,
Right,
that the superpower is you don't have to do that anymore.
right.
You don't have to carry that anymore.
Like
I mean, it's just
Crystal
with
says, we've talked about this exact same thing. It's easier to fix others than ourselves. But it's
but
not. And that's what we're talking about
that's what we're
here
talking about. It's not, we don't
is
have to
that
do that,
we feel like we have to do that, but we don't. And that's what
but
this show's
we
about.
don't. That's exactly right. We don't. And
Right.
I'm trying to scroll up. Let's
Hmm.
see. Addiction. Bingo. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, wait, where is there's one? I'm sorry. I'm looking.
No, it's okay.
Uh, eh, okay, wait. I gotta make sure I get this right. Okay, I did. I'm trying to do left-handed. I should have changed my mouse to left-handed mouse. And Carnosaur, Mish, that's the conundrum. Our blind
Hmm.
spots and limitations we hold to aren't the same as others.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, so, but at first you feel guilty for setting them, especially with family or friends, which
Sure.
are the hardest boundaries to set.
Absolutely.
But I have learned, and I believe it or not, guys, I'm taking my own advice. Guilt is a useless emotion. Don't feel it's just,
It's, I think it's something we can all learn from. Every one of us is guilty of it at one time or another.
and then incarnate soul.
Oops.
Go
The
ahead.
solution isn't to provide answers for others, but to be there for them, love them, and support them in working their own way through. Exactly.
Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
perfect, Richard.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Ben says, yes, it's one thing to help, it's something else to enable. And often we cross that line. Yeah. And that's what this is all about. So before you reacted instantly, a shift in tone, a slight withdrawal, a hint of disappointment, and you were already adjusting yourself to fix it. You rushed to smooth tension. You rushed to repair what wasn't even broken. You were hyper aware, but you were also hyper reactive. That ends here. Now you pause. You observe patterns instead of excuses.
Read that again because I think we've heard this in everyone, John. Patterns.
You observe patterns instead of excuses. You measure consistency instead of promises. You listen to actions instead of emotional speeches. And that pause, that's power. Here's the brutal truth you finally accept: potential means nothing without behavior. You used to fall in love with who someone could be. You saw their wounds, their childhood pain, their hidden goodness. You built loyalty around their future self, but you were suffering in the present. Unstoppable empaths stop dating potential, stop befriending potential, stop investing in potential. They deal with reality. If someone shows inconsistency, you believe it. If someone shows selfishness, you register it. If someone shows respect, you value it. No more fantasy bonding.
Okay,
In
so
a nut,
I'm going to put it like this in a nutshell. When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
yeah,
I mean, I don't mean, and that's not, this is coming from an empath. This is not being rude,
right.
crude. If someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Mhm.
Not the potential, not the, I mean, we all want to,
We
I
all
get
want to
stuck in the,
fix. We all change.
Mish. I get stuck in a tornado of all the oh, I thought you were talking about a real tornado of all the potentials. The potentials, that's the thing. So here's what I was thinking about, and if I can make it make sense.
Mhm,
Uh, we all know that we have potential, so we need to be investing our time in our own potential,
mhm.
our energy, and our own potential. That way, we're not subjecting other empaths or partners or family, etc. Just wait, I'm going to become that person, or just wait, I'll change. No, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And if
And
that's okay.
it's not to say that people aren't capable of change. Of course they are, but you have to make that change yourself. You can't expect someone else to do it for you. And if you know someone who's an empath, that's kind of what happens to us, is that everybody projects their stuff onto us and expects us to have all the answers and how to fix it. And
And I know
many
we
of
weren't
me,
going to use the word narcissist in any of this yet because
yeah,
of, but I am going to
it's so
say this.
overused.
Well, but in this empath, you will all learn, and if you, I'm sure you already know. I'm not trying to talk to you like you're two, but all empaths have narcissistic traits. Now, not all empaths are narcissists. I'm just saying all
Right.
empaths have some narcissistic traits.
The traits exist. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to use some of those to build those boundaries and to keep those boundaries.
Hmm.
And sometimes narcissists see easy prey on us empaths. We're their fuel. So they're just going to keep coming and coming and coming and feeding and getting their fuel. And no matter what it does to us, that doesn't matter to them because they're not able to feel. So they just get their fuel and then they leave, or they do whatever they want to do. And we're the one trying to pick up the
You're
pieces.
picking up the
Well,
pieces. Yeah.
we need to stop that and stop
Right.
that now. We can do better and be unstoppable. It's a
Yeah.
decision that we have to make.
Yeah. This next part, when I read this is what made me think about Mish and
Hmm.
you and me to an extent, and several others that we know. Another harsh realization: some people don't want you powerful, they want you accessible. Accessible means always available, always forgiving, always understanding, always flexible. Powerful means selective, grounded, hard to manipulate. And when you shift from accessible to powerful, the dynamic changes. People who relied on your guilt lose leverage. People who depended on your overthinking lose control. People who fed off your emotional labor feel the distance, but you don't explain it. You don't hold meetings to announce your growth. You don't issue warnings. You adjust access slowly. This is where the fear changes too. You used to fear losing people. Now you fear losing yourself. And that fear of self betrayal becomes your internal alarm system. The moment you start shrinking to keep someone comfortable, it goes off. The moment you start overgiving to secure connection, it alerts. You stop negotiating with that voice. You trust it. The
Yes.
power shift also changes how you handle conflict. You don't explode. You don't collapse. You don't over explain. You state what's acceptable. You state what's not. And if it's ignored, you adjust your presence accordingly. Oh,
Yeah. No drama, no revenge, just consequence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where our boundaries, we say boundaries, and this explains boundaries just perfectly. It doesn't have to be this big dramatic adjustment, a big dramatic thing, screaming and hollering. And in fact, just trust that alarm in you.
Mm-hmm.
When you know that person A just keeps coming and keeps coming because they want to manipulate you. They always want you there now when they need you, no matter what you're doing.
Yep.
Trust that alarm system that your body has.
Yep.
Trust that superpower. And if it, I know that at first it's just like setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary. You're all in your brain and everything. It's like, oh gosh, I don't want to lose them. If they can't respect who you're becoming, you didn't lose anything.
No, you just lose yourself.
That's right. So if they leave, then you know who they really were. So, like I said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Yep. That's what makes you unstoppable. You're no longer emotionally chaotic. You're emotionally disciplined. You don't suppress your depth, you direct it. You don't avoid connection, you filter it. And the biggest transformation is that you stop trying to win people over. You let them reveal themselves because you finally understand something unshakable. Your energy is valuable. Your time is limited, and access to you is earned, not assumed. This is it. Not the soft awakening, not the healing phase, not the I'm working on myself chapter.
Mhm.
This is the stage where you decide. Unstoppable is not a mood, it's a standard. You don't wake up one day fearless. You wake up tired of betraying yourself, tired of explaining boundaries to people who benefit from you having none, tired of shrinking so others can feel taller. And here's the truth you can't ignore anymore. If you are still exhausted, it's because you're still over available. Let that hit. No
Yeah.
one's forcing you to overextend. No one's tying you to draining conversations. No one's making you say yes when your body screams no. You are participating in your own depletion. And here's the final challenge. Look at your life honestly. Where are you still tolerating half effort? Where are you still afraid to disappoint someone? Where are you still confusing guilt with love? Cut
Big
it
one.
off strategically because unstoppable doesn't mean heartless. It means disciplined. It means your empathy is now guided by standards, not insecurity. It means your kindness has conditions. It means access to you is earned. This is the final stage. You either step into it or you keep replaying the same exhausting cycles and calling it fate. No one is coming to enforce your boundaries for you. No one is coming to protect your energy for you. No one is coming to choose you for you. That's your job.
That's your job.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So,
right.
so make the decision. Will you continue being the emotionally drained version of yourself that everyone's comfortable with? Or will you become the version that respects their own limits so fiercely that manipulation no longer works, guilt no longer hooks, and inconsistency no longer tempts? Choose. Because once you truly decide to stop abandoning yourself, you don't become cold. You don't become distant. You
You
become
become
unstoppable.
unstoppable.
Yep, you do.
And there's just no true. We had to bring some tools and sunshine into this empath series, even though we jumped ship and went to the end, well, almost the end. But it's
Almost the end.
because almost the end. But it's
Yeah.
because this is so true. It is
Yeah.
so true that.
And
Go ahead, John.
no, I was just gonna say, I've been guilty of it. I know you have. I know Mish has.
All
We
empaths.
we want because we have this thing, whatever you want to call it. We we have this fear. We everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be understood. And empaths are no different than anyone else. In fact, probably more so in many of our cases. And we work ourselves to the point of exhaustion trying to be all things to all people. And it's at the expense of ourselves. And I'm not just talking about us. I mean, I'm talking about we know a lot of
Honestly,
empaths who go through the same thing. It is emotionally draining, it is physically draining. It will run you into the ground if you let it. And it's all just the fear of being rejected or the fear of someone not liking you or, you know,
and but who comes first? Like if so, here's what I would say, John. Okay, so
mhm,
if we're not here, and we've drained ourselves to the point of emotional exhaustion for others,
mhm,
we take no time for ourselves. It's just like the caregiver burnout. We'll call it the empath burnout,
mhm.
for lack of a better term. Oh, wait, Brian has it.
I
I
call it
call
being
it being
helpful to the
helpful to
point
the
of
point of
neurosis.
neurosis.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yes.
Oh, Marie Rasco's here. Hi, Marie. I didn't see you.
Hey, Facebook mom. Uh, the thing is, what do we have left to give?
Right.
So
And
we have.
God forbid, Kilo, you get in a situation where you have two empaths in a relationship. Oh my God. I mean, that's that's a whole nother show all in of itself because
That would be neurotic. Okay, y'all, excuse my
yes.
boy. I'm his daddy is gone to Houston for the night for a meeting, and it's time for his dad to be home way past, and he knows it, so he's in there howling like a wolf.
Aw. I can hear him in the background.
Can you hear me? He's like mad
Aw.
because he knows his dad's supposed to be coming home right now.
Yeah.
this he's rotten. I know
Yeah,
he
it
goes,
says
oh.
I used to have the fear of not being enough. Yeah, that's another thing. That's basically what this is about. So empaths have two basic fears, I guess. One is being too much, and the other is being not enough. And finding the balance between those two things can take an entire lifetime, of trying to figure things out. And
Yeah, exactly.
I'll use myself as an example. I have, through the course of therapy, I have learned that I have some dark empathy traits.
Oh, when
And
we get to that one, I'm scared of that one, and I'm
yeah,
probably gonna need some definite backup because
yeah,
I'm
when
telling you that
when
it scares me
I've been putting
because
together a presentation on dark empaths,
oh,
and
and it
during the
scares me.
course, yeah, and during the course of that research and a couple of sessions with my therapist, I have realized in my own heart that I have some of those tendencies, and they are a result of past traumas. And I mean, we'll doing a
Well,
whole
I
show
mean,
on it, but
that's the way the empaths start out with, anyways, from childhood.
yes,
So, I
exactly.
mean, it all makes sense.
Yes, and in
I
that,
was going to read this, John. The Unstoppable Empath refers, and I'm like I said, we skip, so all y'all know that.
Yeah.
Refers to the final stage of an empath's personal evolution, characterized by a transition from being an overwhelmed or wounded individual to a
Mhm.
powerful, integrated warrior.
Yeah.
And this is your superpower.
Mhm.
No
Yes,
one is
it
going,
is.
Miss says, no one is going to choose you for you. Well,
Yep.
I'm going to say, Miss, the right people are going to be in your life. I think it's actually like like we were saying about the filter. You're filtering out the ones that are like succubus. Can I use
Mhm.
that on here? Like, like a
Yeah.
succubus. I mean, they only want what they can get from you and suck the life out of you. But when you ask them for something, it's not going to happen. They're
Yeah.
not going to do it. You know,
Mhm.
Brian, you can have those dark tendencies. I know I do, but it's on how you behave. Exactly.
Yeah. And it's,
And it's a work in progress. Like,
sure.
what did Marie say?
She said, when your pets and your kids start asking, "Where have you been? Do you know what time it is?" You know you're getting older.
Oh, yes.
Wise words from Mrs.
Yes.
Rassico.
And Fiona says she's still integrating herself. Yes, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes
Yeah,
time.
it
But that
does.
pause, I caught something in there in all of that. The pause.
Mhm.
When during all of this, instead of reacting immediately, kind of like we do the stop,
Mhm.
before we get into an angry or if people are fighting. But the pause, if you pause,
Mhm.
let that self alarm go off and listen to it. And the change is not going to be a drastic, chaotic change.
No, and that's what the research says, and that's what all the research that I've seen says is that you may not even realize that the change is happening in the person for a long time because it happens slowly. It happens in increments. Like they
Yeah,
said, there's no blow up, there's no explosion.
it doesn't happen overnight.
Nope, exactly. You,
But the acceptance of it is when we are finally able to accept ourselves. That's the goal.
yeah,
We're accept ourselves and put the boundaries in place and not on the other side of that mission, not accept
yeah,
the people that are in our lives just for what they could get from us. And I think that is a filter,
yeah.
like filter out the ones that don't want to, that only want us for what they can get out of us.
Mhm.
That's self-acceptance is freedom. Absolutely, Tiff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ben,
And
yes,
says the pause is where our sovereignty is, not just with this, but with social media, news stories, and everything else. Pause, check in with yourself before you respond. Yeah.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I know that Violet said she wanted to go back and listen to this. Can we post this on the community page?
Yeah, I think we can post a
Can
link
you
to
do
it.
that,
Sure.
John? Can you
Yeah,
post it on there?
sure.
That way, Violet, we'll post it on the community page on YouTube under the post. That way, you can anybody that wants it can
Mhm.
get it. Yeah, because
Actually, I don't know if I know how to do it. Marie, do you know how to do that? Do you know how to post the link to the
Mish can do
community
it.
page? Oh, Michigan.
Only people that it's me or
Oh,
Mish that
oh,
can
oh, or me.
post on the community page on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay.
Yeah,
I can too, but let me try it
Mish,
and see if I can do it.
wait, which
Showtime, we're done
okay?
with
I'm not
this
reading
one.
those. She
So,
sent me all kind of words up here that I can. I
which is
I have a
where the
friend
and
called Milk.
the
His his
anhedonia?
his it's Milk Bar TV. I don't know if anybody's
Mhm.
that's his screen name.
Okay.
But he's from Australia, and
Mhm.
he takes words that a certain person mispronounces all of the time, and on
Mhm.
X, and he makes videos and on YouTube, and I mean, Milk Bar. Nathan Livingstone is his name, and he is a creator, and he is cracking me up. And so I was on a live last Sunday with someone, and her and I both, I mispronounced the word. I said, no, I'm looking it up. I'm not going to be milk barred. So everybody said, oh, great. Now we're going to start using milk bar as a verb.
Well,
said,
it's ironic that
being milk
today
barred.
it's ironic that today is my mother's birthday because she was a school teacher, and she specifically was a high school English teacher,
Oh, wow.
and always taught her children that if we didn't understand a word, to look that shit up.
Look it
So
up. Look it up.
anhedonia is the reduced ability to experience pleasure or interest in previously enjoyed activities, often described as emotional numbness, apathy, or a feeling that life is in grayscale. It's a core symptom of major depression, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder, frequently caused by brain reward system dysregulation, trauma, or chronic stress. Wow.
Well,
All
Mish.
right, guys, we learned a new word today.
Okay, so Mish. Let's see. Mish can't do it. No, not Facebook, sweetheart. I was asking if you could take John's. It's still back here, on in the backstage. I was wondering if you can take and post that onto the YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, if she can, or if you can, I don't know. How do we do this? Okay, we're just going to, I haven't been on here in so long. I know that if I could just get a copy of it. Fiona, we're
I
all
really like
shades,
that. We're all shades
of
of
light
light
and
and
dark.
dark.
It's how we lean into those shades of you decide to use. We had that. Yes, Mish, community post. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank
Oh,
you,
okay,
honey.
cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mish.
So, perfectly said, because we had that conversation the other night about the angel and the devil on each shoulder. So what, of which one you listen to, or which one's the loudest in your ears.
Yeah.
But kind of weird that you said that too, Fiona. Not weird, just kind of wild, because last night I was telling Daryl, I said, I need something to do to exercise my arm. John, can you send it to Mish by email?
Yeah. I think I still have it up.
I was telling Daryl, I said, I need something. I'm tired of doing the same old exercises. I need something that is still going to strengthen my arm, but it's not going to hurt me, but still give me that good range of motion. And we have a very, very high, like my table sit in my kitchen is like this high. Like when I stand up to it, literally, it's like this high. The chairs are tall. So the dogs have no chance of getting anywhere near that up on that table. Like there's no way. So I was thinking, I told him, I want to do a puzzle. I was like, I'm sitting up there and I can use my arm, back and forth, turning over pieces, and 3 feet, haha. I don't know, it's big. It's pretty big. It's pretty tall, actually. When I stand up to it, it's literally like to right here on me.
What email am I sending it to?
Mish, send it to MHM. She can. Do you have your mental health? Your mental health matters to us at
with the number 2.
gmail.com.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just make sure you put the your in it. Or wait, she just put hers too, John.
All right, I'll just send it directly to her then.
I know ours is so long. I gotta find a shorter one, but everything's hooked to that one.
The Mama Rocks. Okay.
The Mama
I don't know
Rocks.
why I didn't remember that.
But now I was saying I want to do a puzzle, and found out what I was looking through Amazon. I was like, I want a 1,000-piece puzzle. I want something that's going to challenge my mind, and it's going to challenge my arm, my hand. It's great for range of motion.
Yeah. Have you tried diamond art?
No, because I'm not steady because I'm right-handed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
But I'm thinking, I can turn over with my hands and try to start, picking up things with my fingers with my right hand and not be destructive. It actually is, and it's not so boring.
Yeah, you want more gross motor skills at this point than fine motor skills. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And
Okay.
B, you might get
That
very
gets pretty challenge people.
And I
Ben,
looked,
never.
Ben, nah, not Ben. But I was actually, and I found a puzzle. I'm like, oh my God, this puzzle is so cool. I was like, I want it. And he was
Hmm.
like, well, get it. And I said, he looked at it, he goes, that's hard. And I said, that's my point. I said, I
Yeah.
could put it up on the table. He looked at Cronus. He goes, Cronus, get ready to eat your mama's puzzle pieces. I said, oh, no, see, it's going on the table. Cronus can't even stand up to the top of the, like to where we sit on the chairs. They're so tall. So, I'm going to see if I can pull it up. I wanted to show Fiona real quick.
All right. So Mish
What is
says,
it?
looks like the storms are going over and under us so far.
Thank
Phew.
you, Lord.
Yes, yeah, no
Good.
kidding. Don't worry, Mish. They're all heading my way. So,
Oh,
and I'm in a
gosh.
12th story apartment. So, tornado hits this sucker, man. I might be the first one to go.
Where is the? I just want to see the one that I really wanted to get. But then there was one I found that was the black and the white. And I was like, whoa, dude. I was like, that's freaky. It was owls. It was like the yin and the yang.
Hmm.
The owls, they
The
were
light in
black
the
and
dark.
white.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I love owls. We have them outside. And I'm like,
Mm.
no, God, it was beautiful. But I was like, I don't think I could look at that every single day. I love owls, though.
Hmm.
I'm looking, guys. I'm
That's all
one-handed.
right.
I'm getting better. I will take every day as a little win. I'll take the win. They have the positivity puzzle, the growth mindset, but I have all those
Mm.
behind me. This is the one I really want.
Mish says owls are her family's spiritual animal.
I love owls. This is the one, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's too. It's not just the the light
Oh
on
yeah.
it, but it's a full puzzle. It's the jar is like inside the,
Oh, everything's in the jar. Okay, I got
but
you.
but it still has. Man, what is wrong with? Come on,
Well, I can
camera.
see the house. I can see the river. I can see the.
Yeah, and it's still
the
that jar is still sitting inside the puzzle. The
what is that
border
in the
is
background?
square.
A bear or a
Um,
fox or something?
Yeah, there's like butterflies and trees. Yeah, it looks like a village in the bottle, but it's actually got butterflies on top, and then there's like trees and stuff in the background. But the one
Hmm.
with the owls, oh, then there's one things that your parents said, quotes your parents said. I thought,
Oh, I have a book that I just started reading. It's called "Shit My Dad Said," and it's just
oh,
weird
I have one
things
down there
that.
that says stuff your parents never told you.
Oh, that might be good.
Uh, let's say don't read it with don't read it with your parents in the room. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
stuff your parents never told you.
yeah.
I'm
"Shit My
looking for
Dad
the
Says" is
owl.
a good book.
There's the
Um,
be kind to your
while
mind.
you're looking that up, I
Okay,
just
go
wanted to
ahead.
mention too that later on when we talk about tools, because obviously this conversation was just about transforming yourself and making yourself unstoppable. But some of you might be saying, well, how do I do that? Well, we're going to be doing a whole show just on the tools. And one
Mhm.
of the books that I've recently read was called The Healing Empath. And it is just chock a block full of tools that empaths can use to limit their overexposure. And oh, wow. Hold on a second. That's nice. The light in the dark. There you go.
Yes,
I
Fiona,
like that a lot.
that's
That's a puzzle?
that's a puzzle. It's a
Oh, you need to get that.
thousand-piece puzzle, and yeah, it's the yin and the yang.
Yeah, you need to get that. I like that.
And Daryl's like, "Do you know how hard that's gonna be with all the just the white and the
A
black?"
1,000? Oh
A
my God.
thousand-piece puzzle, and
My
it says
my
impossible, difficult, hard.
my my ex-wife and my mother-in-law used to sit down at the table with 5,000 piece puzzles and
It
do it. She'd be there for 2 weeks and they'd have that sucker done in 2 weeks. I don't know how they did it.
it's called the yin yang
It's
owl
insane.
puzzle.
I don't have that kind of patience.
So I had a right after 9/11, my kids got me for Christmas a puzzle. And it was so beautiful. It was pink, like the whole back. I mean, it was one of those 5,000 piece puzzles. It was
Mhm.
like it took up our whole
Covered the whole
rectangular
table.
dining room
Yep.
table. Yeah.
Mhm.
And hey Stasia.
Hey, Stacia, how are you?
Hey. And it
Yeah.
me and the kids worked on it every day. You know, when I was off work, off the ambulance or whatever.
Mhm.
But it was a picture. The back was pink, and I can't use both hands to show it, but it was an angel standing with wings spread, kind of hovering over, and it was two firemen knelt down with their
Aw.
fireman hats that had 9/11 on them. I
Mm.
finished that puzzle with my kids. I glued it, framed it, and thank you, Hurricane Harvey.
Mhm.
Hope you enjoyed it. So Harvey got it. Yeah.
Nice.
My camera went dark for something. Stage, I'm so
Well,
glad to
that
see
was
you.
good. That was good till you stuck your hand in it.
I know something. No, like it automatically. I don't know what it's doing.
No, it
Like
was
it's
fine.
dark
It didn't do
now.
anything.
Okay, hang
No,
on.
you look perfect. Nothing has changed.
Maybe my glasses have. You know what it is?
Hmm.
I had my
Your,
phone
your
on my glass, my tint, my
your transitions?
transition. That's what
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
yeah, it could be.
but
Could be.
yeah. So Misha's gonna put that the outline or the
The presentation, yeah.
presentation that John, which he is so great at making, because me and my one hand don't do so well with that. But John has done. I'm so thankful. Um, Misha's going to put it on the community page, on the community post, and that way y'all can just, you don't have to go back through and listen to everything. You actually just take it and
Unless you
reread
really
it.
want to. I
I
mean,
mean, well,
we
yeah,
love
of
the
course, I
watch
would
hours.
love the views since YouTube is not loving us lately.
Yeah, no kidding.
Stasia, it's so good to see you.
Which reminds me, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you like this live and make a comment
Please,
below to keep the algorithm happy.
please
And hey,
do
if you're
that.
not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe.
And oh, thank you, Miss. It's posted. And if anybody has
Thanks,
channels,
Mish.
please post your channels in here.
Yes.
I think I forgot to be telling people that
Hmm.
because we definitely support channels.
We do.
And we may be seeing some new people in here. I have made some acquaintances in other parts of the YouTube world and on X. And I have, even though I always stream to X, now I've actually been advertising and promoting on X that these streams were coming. So, and so we may, I'm on, you can stay for a while. Well, I'm here.
Oh,
I
okay.
have nobody coming home tonight. He said, Bub in there screaming to feed him. Feed me, Seymour. He can eat in a little bit. I'm so glad to see you, Stasia. I feel like I've missed you
Yeah.
forever. But yes, we may have some new people coming in. I'm praying that
Mhm.
we do. I try to grow a little bit and get this channel back on track. Anybody know Tamara Neely?
Tamara Neely.
Just a question. I
I
didn't
don't
know if
think
any
so. The
Tamara
name sounds
Neely.
familiar.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Tamara Neely. She's if definitely she's, people, she'll say, I'm praying you. She's like, I pray. We believe in prayer before not after, and she does her prayer before every single one of her lives. She
Mm,
doesn't do very many lives. She does a lot of just posts, like videos,
okay.
pre-recorded videos. Yeah.
Mm.
She's a God-filled woman, and yeah, the Tamara Neely show. Thank you, Mish.
Oh, there we go.
She is just, yeah, she's one that's really
I'll
amazing.
have to check that one out. I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with her.
Right now she's doing a deep dive on she that shall not be named. And
Mm.
I'm loving every minute of it. But because she's so
Is
sweet.
she in the anti-Scientology space or?
Oh no. No.
Oh,
No, not at all. Well, it's funny how things happen. While Stasia can stay, I guess I can tell my story, John, if you don't mind. Do you
no,
mind?
absolutely. It's your show.
Okay, so I have been going live with certain creators. I'm not dissing y'all for anything, I promise. But I have been going live because it's funny how the world is so small, yet so big. Hang
Mm-hmm.
on. Lips are dry. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay. So I got out of that ex Scientology space, right? Come over
Mm-hmm.
here. We're doing our thing. Oh, dear Lord, help.
Deep,
Because
deep breath.
I know. So I started, as I was laid up watching YouTube on TV, I found a lot of, thank you, Ben. I found a lot, and I even did this all by myself because nobody's home to help me. Hair, hair's not too great, but that's okay. Um, anyway, so I started watching all this mess, and like I said, God bless Charlie Kirk. You know, 6 months today, but I've been watching a lot of different podcasts and different channels that were, because I just didn't like the evil I was hearing. It was so familiar coming from, and we all, because Candace Owens refers to Harry Potter all the time, like, and the occult and all kind of stuff. So we all, what is his name on? He
He
that
who he who shall not be
shall not
named.
be named. Yeah, we call her she who shall not be named. Anyway, I started. So then we find out that this name, John Mappin, comes up, that registered to her husband over in England.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Scientologist. And I said, Jesus, Lord God, help me.
Oh my God.
Okay, so then I got to sit back and listen a little bit more, and everybody started putting two and two together. And the things she started saying, she was bringing up Aleister Crowley. She was bringing up, oh, she was bringing up Jack Parsons. Well, me, I had to pop off in a chat and say, well, Aleister Crowley equals Jack Parsons equals L. Ron Hubbard
Ron
equals
Hubbard. Yeah.
ran away with Jack Parsons' girlfriend and money equals formation of Scientology.
Mm-hmm. It all comes
How
full
in of
circle.
all the communities I was in did this happen? So, needless to say, Liz Gale put two and two together too. And she found so now I have been going into a space that I thought I was completely away from Scientology. And we've been exploring how Candace has been safe pointed
Mm-hmm.
by Scientology, or who shall not be named, whatever. And things she was saying was just too familiar. So yeah, we've kind of been working on a lot of proof on that, and got shoved right back into where I came out of.
I
But
was gonna
actually, not
say,
really. Not that community. It's a
yeah,
community. It's a different.
just
Yes,
talking about it, but still, they find a way to pull you back in.
pull me back in it, but that's okay. I really like the people there, and I've invited them all onto the channel. It's just the fact that they're all going live usually I'm getting off of one of theirs when it's time for us to go live. But
Mm.
there's so many. But there's so many different creators that I've reached out and just spoken with, been on their shows, and
Mhm.
I think that it's actually neat because I'm hoping that'll help our channel grow. And it was so weird because everybody, the way that she talks about hating psychiatry and psychology, that's Scientology, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go.
It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now, no matter where I
Uh-huh.
leave. But that's
Yikes.
okay. It's a part of my past,
Yep.
So,
Just don't go too far into the weeds.
oh no, 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 oh no. I sit back but that's where Milk Bar, Nathan Livingstone, he has a channel, and every mispronunciation that who shall not be named, she cannot pronounce words. And so now we're like, he puts it all together in a compilation, and he makes great videos out of it. But like, and they put green beret. She says Brett. So everybody puts on that green Brett. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of me, but I have to laugh sometimes.
Well, yeah.
And so, the body language guy, yes, he does his. Yes, Jesus he's always on the channel with Gary, Ben. Oh my God, you found Jesus again. No, Jesus is always on there. We watch him all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
is
I'm
not
even
this
familiar with
world get
Jesus.
even smaller, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we watch Jesus all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, that is so neat. And that's where Tamara come in because she worked for TPUSA for a long time, and she's doing a deep dive, and I mean, I've met so many sweet people, and over in that area, I met that's where Pup Grandma. I I was like, is it really? Is it really you? And she was like, Hugh, is
Oh,
this
okay.
really you? And I said, oh my gosh. So there's only one name I've recognized over there so far, but
See, even YouTube's a small world.
it is a small world. But hopefully we'll be getting some new subscribers, new viewers. I am putting it out on. What about Chase, Ben? You know what I'm talking about. Chase is too easy on her. Um, oh yes, Marie, I will. Yes, I will. But just so if we have new people coming in, that's kind of where I was going with this. If Chase is too easy on her. Now, when him and Gary did their one-on-one, I had all respect for Chase, but Chase, when they're all four together, Chase was too easy on her. I'm sorry. I don't know. I question everything about that because of Scientology safe pointing. Just question everything. Maybe call it a trauma response. But if we have new people come in, that would be why.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been putting it out on X, and I say advertising. That's not what I'm promoting it on X, even though we stream to X. Now it's actually being shared because I have a lot of new followers on X. So,
well, we will welcome them with open arms.
I will, Ben. I will. Nobody likes. Well, no, I was on hers. I don't mind because she's apolitical. I don't want to bring any of the other political channels in here since we do not do politics in here. But Lady Luck Club LLC. I was on there Sunday before last. Okay.
Has it aired yet?
Oh yeah. I was on there live. I was
Oh,
live.
you went live. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Here I'm waiting for it.
Oh
You
no, I
already
was
did it.
live. It was
Oh,
Sunday before
okay.
last. Yeah, it was.
Well, shoot.
You probably could find it on there. She got the worst picture of me. It was like The second time I was back here, my hair wasn't fixed and I had no makeup on and she cut it out. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh.
Don't trip out because I did have to go way back in the closet and pull I went way back in the closet and pulled out a Laura FM hoodie that said Z News Crew.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. All right, well, I think we can probably end it here.
Yes,
A
and
little
Marie,
over
yes,
an
I
hour.
will. I'm going to check on my grandson,
We're, we're,
and then I will. John, have you found it? John, you're frozen.
yeah, I keep freezing up on the YouTube. I don't know why. I look good on
It's not just
StreamYard,
you.
but
Hey, Jan. Hey, Jan.
yeah, I keep freezing for some
Well, you
reason. I don't
moved
know
for
why.
a minute. It was doing it on the lives today. It's YouTube. I'm gonna
Is it okay?
say.
That's what
Oh,
I
now you're
figured.
moving. You're not frozen anymore.
All right, guess I'll
Microwaved.
get Papa John's frozen pizza.
Hey, Jan. I'm
Hey
so glad
Jan,
you're here.
coming over from Susie's. Time for a room raid.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know John's probably got 15 things to do, and I don't got anything to do except go feed a screaming dog. Oh, I
Gotta
know
calm
it's
that
going to
poor
be
boy down.
lonesome tonight.
Mm,
I might
yeah.
pop on and do a late night stream.
Mm.
John, don't you don't have to if you don't want to, because it's not going to have any.
All right. It's going to be storming here. I may not have electricity, so I don't
Right,
know.
and I need you to take care of yourself, please,
Yeah,
please.
I know.
But YouTube is
I'm
messing
trying.
up on the YouTube end of it. I'm not sure what's going on.
Mm,
Every stream
okay.
I've been on today has had
It's
issues with
frozen.
sound,
Okay.
the freezing of the screen.
Yeah.
Before that, no one was getting any type of notifications.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what's going on. Stasia, you have a wonderful night. And y'all,
You too,
hey,
Stasia.
if you do get a notification, y'all can just pop back in. Like I said, I'm going to go feed the dogs and everything and check on my
Mm-hmm.
grandson. I need to do that now.
All right. Don't use
It,
your
it
hands too
stormed.
much.
It stormed here.
Mm.
Where's my kid? Okay, Amanda. Don't like this. I'm gonna have to call my kid because
All right.
I'm heard
Go.
from her. Oh, wait, she's in ICU right now. I can't anyway.
All right.
They
Go
don't.
handle your business, but
I'm gonna go see
you're,
my dogs, and then I'm
yeah.
probably going to eat me something, take my medicine. My on X. Can you type this, John?
Yeah.
It's the at sign
Mm-hmm.
small KEILAHBEEHERRIN.
Got it.
That's it.
That's it. All
That's
right.
it.
Do the thing and let's get out of here.
Okay, let me do the thing.
Do you have
And this
both of
is,
them? I
I
really
do
like the
have,
new one.
yes, I do have both of them.
Yeah, do the new
I
ones too.
actually do have both of them.
I love the
Okay,
new one.
so I think I'm going to do the one that we end with. I'm going to do it now because it kind of fits, right?
All right, yeah.
Growth isn't about changing who you are, but becoming the best version of yourself. And your feelings are not inconveniences. They are evident that you are alive, human, and still fighting for yourself.
Absolutely.
Wise words from my child.
Perfect note to end it on. Thanks
You
everybody for
may
bearing with us. I know that was a little more boring probably than most of them because we were just reading, but it was good stuff. And you can go to the community page and get a transcript of it. And
if
I
anybody
hope you
has
guys.
if anybody does have any types of empaths that you want us to do,
Mm-hmm.
please comment in or just anywhere. That would be
Yeah.
you could put it underneath on that community post underneath that. We'll be
Either
glad
that or
to
leave a comment on this video and
or leave it a comment on this video. Actually, yeah, smart, John.
Keela reads them all and it helps the
John,
algorithm. So
John is so smart.
I know
What?
I should have my own channel, shouldn't I?
I know, right? Right?
Someday.
Violet. Thank you, Violet. Not boring.
Yes, thank you, Violet. I appreciate
I
it.
do miss y'all though. I can't open tabs right now,
Yeah, she can't
Ben.
do that with her hands, so stop rubbing it in, Ben.
Ben, I will be back on, then try to deal with me then,
Oh
doing it
boy.
one-handed.
Oh boy. And I won't be there to save her. So
Nope. Take care of yourself, John, in these storms, please.
yes, I will.
Okay. And
All right,
everybody, I
guys.
really love y'all. Have a great night. I'll
Yes,
see y'all back though.
we'll be back. All right, take care, everybody. Bye bye.